heart of the cloudwood forest, where the sky lies soft and still. Clouds whisper secrets to one another, forming gentle waves that drift lazily across the expanse. Here, the trees are not as you might know them. Instead, they are columns of vapor, tall and quiet, their canopies a blur of softness against the evening light. Rivers of moonlight meander through the air, glowing faintly with a light that seems almost liquid, yet never touches the ground. The ground itself is the sky, vast and endless, cradling the forest in its embrace. In this whimsical place, there lived a tiny, fluffy creature named Misty, a cloud mouse. She was no larger than a thumb, and had fur as white and light as the clouds themselves. Her eyes sparkled faintly, like the stars beginning to wake, and her little paws left no trace as she moved, as though she were floating rather than walking. Her home was a cozy nest nestled in the heart of a cotton-like cloud. It was a snug little space, lined with feathers and down, and the entrance was framed by a delicate curtain of mist that shimmered in the moonlight. Every evening, Misty would sit at the edge of her cloud, watching as the stars began to twinkle in the vast expanse above. She loved to see them light up one by one, like fireflies in the darkness, and she often wondered what it would be like to touch them. The breeze was warm and gentle, carrying the faint scent of vanilla and honey, and it rustled her fur like a soft caress. On this particular evening, as she sat curled up in her favorite spot, Misty noticed something unusual among the familiar stars. There was a faint sparkle that she hadn't seen before. It was delicate and steady, not flickering like the others, and it seemed to pulse with a soft, inviting glow. She tilted her head, her curiosity piqued, and felt a gentle tug, as though the sparkle were calling to her. The wind whispered softly in her ear, and the sparkle grew a bit brighter, drawing her attention. Without a word, Misty knew that this was different, that the forest was beckoning her to something special. She stood up, smoothed her fur, and took a step forward, her paws sinking slightly into the cloud as she peered into the distance. The forest held its breath, and the stars seemed to lean in, as if to watch. And then, with a quiet hum of anticipation, the sparkle began to move, drifting slowly toward her, its path traced by a faint trail of light. Misty felt a shiver of excitement, though she wasn't sure what to expect. But she wasn't afraid, only curious, and perhaps a little eager. After all, in the cloudwood forest, even the smallest sparkles could lead to the most wonderful adventures. The sparkle drifted nearer, its glow enveloping Misty with a warm, comforting embrace. As it drew closer, it transformed into a small, luminous creature, no bigger than a creature said softly. "I am a star sprite, here to guide you on a magical journey through the cloudwood forest." With that, the sprite extended a hand, inviting Misty to follow. She took it, feeling a trail of light beneath her paws. Soft and silky like feathers, the forest responded to their presence. Clouds parting gracefully, revealing hidden wonders. They passed through vapory curtains that shimmered and swayed like ethereal dancers, into a hidden glade bathed in a soft, starry light. In the glade, starflowers bloomed, their petals unfolding to reveal pools of light that whispered gentle melodies. Misty and the sprite wandered through the garden, the air filled with the scent of vanilla and honey, enhancing the serene atmosphere. The ground beneath her paws was cushioned, like walking on clouds, lending a sense of weightlessness to her steps. As they explored, the sprite pointed out creatures of the cloud, soft rabbits with fur like mist and birds, whose songs were lullabies of gentle chimes. Each encounter was peaceful, adding layers of calm to Misty's adventure. They paused by a river of moonlight, where creatures sipped silently, their reflections mirroring the stars above. Eventually, the sprite led Misty to a tranquil spot under a willow tree, its branches shimmering with dew. The sprite settled beside her, and with a wave of a hand, the ground beneath them became a bed of feathers, cradling them in comfort. The world around them grew quieter, the air thick with the scent of honey and lavender, drawing Misty towards rest. As the sprite sang a lullaby, Misty's eyelids grew heavy, her breath slowing, her fur rustling softly in the breeze. The sprite gently reminded her that all adventures must end, but promised that the cloudwood forest would always welcome her back. With a final pat of her head, Misty found herself in her cozy nest, the forest whispering a gentle goodnight, guiding her into a peaceful sleep. As Misty and the sprite neared her cozy nest, the forest seemed to whisper a gentle farewell. The sprite, with a soft smile, nudged Misty toward her home, where the cloud curtains shimmered in the moonlight. "It's time to rest, little one," the sprite said, her voice a gentle breeze. "Remember, the cloudwood forest is always here, waiting for you." Misty nodded, her fur rustling with contentment. She turned to hug the sprite, who vanished like a wisp of cloud, leaving behind a trail of glittering stardust. The stars above twinkled in approval, their light casting a serene glow over the forest. Entering her nest, Misty felt the softness envelop her like a warm embrace. The scent of vanilla and honey lingered, mingling with the freshness of the clouds. She snuggled into the feathers, her heart slowing to match the forest's gentle hum. As she closed her eyes, the clouds outside drifted by, their whispers weaving a lullaby. The moon breeze rustled her fur, carrying the sweet scent of lavender and the distant chime of the cloudbirds. The forest cradled her, its calm wrapping around her like a cloak. Misty's breath deepened, her small form relaxed as the world around her grew still. The stars twinkled softly above, their light a gentle kiss on her face. In the quiet, the forest's heartbeat grew fainter, a gentle reminder of the peace that enveloped her as Misty drifted into sleep. The cloudwood forest settled into stillness, the night exhalation a soft farewell. And with that, Misty's adventure faded into the hush of sleep, her heart